Rain lashed against the window panes. Maya pushed open the door of the rainy day bookstore, a bell tinkling softly. The scent of old paper and coffee embraced her. It was her haven, a place where she felt most at peace. She ran her fingers along the spines of countless books, each one holding a world of its own. Her gaze fell upon an old copy of Wuthering Heights, its worn leather whispering stories of time. As she opened it, a pressed wildflower, a delicate bluebell, slipped from its pages. It felt like a secret message from the past. Maya traced the delicate outline of the flower. She imagined the person who had placed it there, their dreams, their loves, their losses. She tucked the bluebell carefully within the pages, promising herself to uncover its secrets. Little did she know, the book held more than just a forgotten story. It held the promise of a love story yet to be written. A shadow fell across the bookshelf. Maya looked up to see a man, his eyes reflecting a deep melancholy that drew her in. He had a notebook tucked under his arm, and she could tell he was a writer, someone who poured their soul onto paper. He was browsing the classics section, his fingers trailing the spines with a familiarity that spoke of countless hours spent in the company of books. "Wuthering Heights?" he asked, his voice a soft murmur that seemed to blend with the rhythmic drumming of the rain. Maya, startled, nodded, clutching the book closer. "It's my favourite," she confessed, her voice barely a whisper. "Mine too," he replied, a hint of a smile touching his lips. "Heathcliff and Cathy, their love story. It's a tragedy, but there's a certain beauty in it, don't you think?" His words sparked a conversation, and soon they were lost in the world of Emily Bronte, their shared love for literature forging a connection that ran deeper than the written word. His name was Alex, she learned, and he was a writer, just as she had suspected. Their shared love for Wuthering Heights led to discussions on other literary masterpieces, their conversations flowing effortlessly over steaming mugs of coffee at the bookstore's cosy cafe. Maya found herself drawn to Alex's quiet intensity, the way his eyes lit up when he spoke about the characters who seemed to come alive in his words. He spoke of his dreams of becoming a published author, his words laced with a vulnerability that tugged at her heartstrings. She, in turn, confided in him her aspirations of becoming a literature professor, of sharing her passion for books with future generations. He listened with an attentiveness that made her feel seen, understood. His encouragement warmed her, his belief in her fueling her own dreams. There was a shared understanding between them, a meeting of minds and hearts that transcended the boundaries of their initial encounter. One rainy afternoon, Maya returned to Wuthering Heights, hoping to lose herself in its familiar pages. As she opened the book, a folded piece of paper slipped out. It was a poem, handwritten in Alex's familiar scrawl. Her heart pounded as she read the words, each line a testament to their shared moments at the bookstore, their conversations, their laughter. The poem spoke of a girl with eyes that sparkled like raindrops on a window pane and a laugh that echoed like the tinkling of the bookstore bell. It spoke of their shared love for stories, for rainy days, for the written word. It was beautiful, heartfelt, and undeniably meant for her. A blush crept up her cheeks as she reread the poem, her heart overflowing with a whirlwind of emotions. From then on, their encounters at the bookstore were filled with stolen glances, shy smiles, and unspoken promises. The air crackled with a newfound awareness, a silent acknowledgement of the growing affection between them. Maya found herself looking forward to their chance encounters, her heart skipping a beat whenever she saw his familiar figure browsing the shelves. He would leave a book he thought she might enjoy on hold at the counter, a silent recommendation that spoke volumes. She, in turn, would slip him a note with a quote from their favourite authors, a secret language only they seemed to understand. Every glance, every touch, every shared moment deepened their connection, their love story unfolding one stolen moment at a time. Section 6. Rainy Day Rendezvous at their beloved bookstore. The bookstore became their sanctuary, a place where they could be themselves. Their shared love for literature, the foundation upon which their own love story was being written. Rainy days became their days, the rhythmic drumming of raindrops on the window panes, the soundtrack to their quiet moments. They would curl up in the comfy armchairs, lost in the world of a book, occasionally looking up to catch each other's eye, a silent conversation passing between them. Or they would wander the aisles hand in hand, their fingers brushing, sending shivers down their spines. The bookstore, once just a haven, had transformed into a witness to their blossoming love. Section 7. A love story written in ink and rain. Their love story was a slow burn, a delicate dance of whispered words and lingering touches. It was in the way he looked at her, his eyes reflecting the words he longed to speak. It was in the way she blushed at his compliments, her heart thrumming a melody only he could hear. It was a love story written in ink and rain, in shared dreams and stolen moments. It was a love story that bloomed amidst the dusty shelves and the scent of old paper, a testament to the power of connection, of finding solace in the written word and love in the most unexpected of places. Section 8. The bookstore, a sanctuary for two souls. The rainy day bookstore, with its warm lighting and the comforting aroma of coffee and old books, became their world, a universe where only they existed. Each nook held a memory, every bookshelf a silent witness to their growing affection. They would spend hours browsing the shelves, their fingers brushing as they reached for the same book, their laughter echoing through the quiet aisles. They would sit at their favorite corner table, sharing stories, dreams and stolen kisses, their world shrinking to the confines of their little haven. Section 9. Like a wildflower pressed in time. Like the pressed bluebell Maya had found tucked within the pages of Wuthering Heights, their love story was a precious, delicate thing, preserved within the walls of their beloved bookstore. It was a love story that transcended the ordinary, a testament to the power of connection, of shared passions, and the enduring magic of a rainy day spent in the company of books and the one you were destined to love. Their love story was just beginning, its pages yet to be written, but one thing was certain. It would forever be intertwined with the memory of a rainy day, a shared love for Wuthering Heights, and the sanctuary they found in each other's arms amidst the countless stories whispered within the walls of the rainy day bookstore.